The word WhatsApp has replaced the word messaging for good. With a user base of 2 billion in 2020, it is the most popular messaging application of all time. The two co-founders Jan Koum and Brian Acton joined the Billionaires Boys Club when the messaging application was bought over by Facebook in February 2014, for $19 billion. When he became a billionaire, Jan Koum had reached a stage in life, which looked almost out of reach, when one considers how he started off. He was born on February 24, 1976 as the only child to Jewish parents, in a little hamlet outside Kiev, Ukraine. The house he lived in had no running water, the school he went to had no restroom. Living a life in the unfriendly climate where the weather would dip below 20 degrees Celsius along with the prevalent anti-Semitism, life was definitely no cakewalk. Frequent outages were the norm. The family would think twice before using phones lest the government would listen into their calls. Given the unfavorable conditions in their home country, the Koum family decided to move to the United States of America for better prospects. In 1992, the 16-year-old Jan, accompanied by his mother and grandmother, moved to Mountain View, California. His father couldn't make it, because he was terribly sick. Senior Koum finally succumbed to ill health in 1997. The family became part of a social support program, which helped them get a small 2-bedroom apartment. Koum's mother worked as a babysitter while he swept the floor of a local grocery store. The problems in the family compounded when young Jan's mother was diagnosed with cancer. Since she was incapable of working, the family lived off her disability payments. Despite seeing so much misery and poverty, Koum remained resilient and refused to let his life get the better of him. At 18 years of age, he realized that he had a thing for computers, especially programming. Though he didn't have a computer at home, he would borrow computer manuals from a local store, and teach himself programming. His perseverance paid off when he got a job at Ernst & Young as a security tester. The job paid for his programming course at San Jose State University. At Ernst & Young, Jan met his future Michigan-born business partner, Brian Acton. In the year 2000, Koum's mother passed away. Jan decided to try his luck at Yahoo. He was soon hired by the company as an infrastructural engineer. Acton also joined him and the two became close friends, as they worked for Yahoo for 9 years. They realized that they shared a common interest in social media. Since Yahoo didn't give them the opportunity to explore the social media, the two decided to quit and take a year off. Their love for social media saw them apply to Facebook and Twitter, but they couldn't get the job. The two traveled South America and enjoyed the year traveling and playing ultimate frisbee. The idea for WhatsApp started developing when Jan Koum purchased an iPhone in 2009. While on his visit to the App Store, he realized the potential offered by the market for applications that were compatible with different app stores. This immediately set into motion the idea of an application that would allow the users to communicate at a very low rate. The idea to name the app WhatsApp came from Koum himself, since he felt that it should sound like WhatsApp. Without wasting any precious time, Koum decided to incorporate WhatsApp Incorporated in California on his birthday in 2009. Koum and Acton worked on the app and decided that they wouldn't accept any form of advertising revenue. This was a throwback to Koum's childhood days when phones would be at the risk of being tapped by the government. He didn't want any advertising intervention for the user. Acton also echoed the same sentiments that his friend had. In 2 words, advertising sucks. The app was launched in 2010. In the early days, the duo had a tough time since the new app would keep crashing and they had to find unique ways to promote the app. Koum soon became frustrated and was on the verge of giving up, when Acton came to his rescue. He pushed Koum to continue with their pet project, and with no other instant messenger, WhatsApp soon picked up and became highly popular. The popularity of the app facilitated the founders to get new venture capital. By February 2013, WhatsApp had become so popular that it has over 200 million users. Facebook took note of WhatsApp's popularity and its founder Mark Zuckerberg decided to pursue Jan Koum. Zuck had been reaching out to Jan Koum since the spring of 2012. The one-time chat between the two at Los Altos, California transitioned into a series of dinners and walks along the Silicon Valley with the Facebook head honcho, where they discussed the future of messaging and communications in the years ahead. Zuckerberg asked Koum to come to his place for dinner on February 9. On that evening, Zuck formally proposed an offer to sell WhatsApp to Facebook, with an offer to join the Facebook board as a managing director. Koum began to give a serious rethink to the offer and met Zuck again on Valentine's Day. Zuck didn't mind that Koum was gate-crashing his dinner with wife Priscilla Chan. A deal was negotiated between the two over a plate of chocolate-covered strawberries. By the end of the week, a formalized deal was set. Koum and Acton finally sold WhatsApp to Facebook in 2014 for a whopping $19 million. Life had come full circle to the two boys, who were ejected by Facebook a few years ago, when they had gone in for an interview. In a symbolic move, Koum signed the paperwork of Facebook acquisition of WhatsApp on the door of his old welfare office, which is a few blocks away from WhatsApp's headquarters in Mountain View. Because of the rising stock prices, the final deal was sealed at an incredible $22 billion. In the end, Koum controlled 45% of WhatsApp Incorporated and also got to be part of Facebook's board. Koum's stock sales increased with the growth of WhatsApp's popularity. By the end of February 2016, WhatsApp had gathered over 1 billion users, and it continues to grow. It has become the most popular app in the world. Over the first half of 2016, Koum sold more than $2.4 billion worth of Facebook's stock, which is around 50% of his overall holdings. He still owns another $2.4 billion worth stock in Facebook. Given his stocks, Jan Koum's net worth is around $10 billion as on April 2020. Having seen days of procuring food from food stamps and government grants, he continues to donate to charities that provide social security aid to the immigrant communities. He has donated over $555 million of Facebook shares to the Silicon Valley Community Foundation and several other organizations. The success of Jan Koum can be summed in the philosophy, do one thing and do it well. Did you find this video helpful? If yes, please hit the like button. Subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and press the bell icon for new videos.